Hi everybody, we're gonna do a yellow cake with chocolate icing. My aunt always had this on her counter. What you need to do is get a classic yellow and just bake this. And then I'll be back with the icing recipe. Okay, we're back to do the icing. If you have a candy thermometer, that would really help because you have to bring this to the soft ball stage. But let's get going. The first thing you need is 4 ounces of the unsweetened chocolate. I get this kind. You need 3 cups of sugar. You need a stick of margarine. You can start this on low just to get your burner started. Then you need 14 tablespoons of milk. And then you need 2 tablespoons of Karo syrup. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And get this all mixed up. And I'll be back when I'm close to the softball stage. I'm just doing this on about 5 till everything melts. You have to bring it to a boil. And you need to stir this constantly. Just get everything mixed up. And I'll be back. This is a slow process, but so worth it. Just keep stirring. Softball stage is gonna be about 235 degrees. If you don't have the candy thermometer, just get a glass of cold water and you can drop a little drop in it, and if it forms a softball, then you know you're done. I want to take this time to thank everybody who has subscribed, shared the recipes, liked the recipes. I still got quite a bit more to go. Okay, I'm at 180 now. Just keep stirring. I have 10 more degrees to go. And my cakes are coming out of the oven as we speak. Just let your cakes cool, and then you can flip them on a cake rack. They need to be completely cooled. And I'm almost So if you take a cup of water, take a little, drop some in. It's almost making a ball. Okay. I'm gonna give it one more minute. And then you pull this off the stove, and this needs to cool all the way. And once it's cooled, I'll be back. Okay, once your icing has cooled down some, you're gonna put in two teaspoons of vanilla. And you're gonna just start whipping this. It can take up to about 5 to 7 minutes, so I'll be back within like 3 minutes to show you where I'm at. Okay, I'm at my 3-minute mark. I'm still gonna continue whipping. During that time, just cut your cakes so you get 4 layers. And I'll be back in another 3 minutes. Okay, it's been 6 minutes, and I'm gonna switch to my paddle now. And just beat again for a few more minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, I beat mine for about 10 minutes. You just want it thick. Then you're gonna go over to the cakes. And I'll be right back. Okay, now we're back to frost the cake. I remember she always had a glass of water for her cake spreader. So this is what you want it to look like. So plop it down, kind of spread it around. And start spreading it on your first layer. It doesn't have to be a thick layer, because this is a really rich cake. And then get your next layer, which would be the top of the cake. Get it as even as you can. And put another plop on. Kind of swirl it around. It'll help with the spreading of it. And then you're gonna get your next layer, which would be the bottom piece. And get that on as straight as you can. Okay, and plop some more down. And how I knew my frosting had cooled off is if you can keep your finger in it, you know it's cool enough. And then once you get this done, you're gonna put your next layer on. And I'm dipping here a little. And then put your last layer on. Let me see, so this has to go this way. Get it as even as you can. And put more frosting on. And once you get your top done, you're just gonna do your sides. Now I remember her always keeping this on the counter. Maybe down here in Florida, maybe it's better to keep it in the refrigerator. And but I'm gonna pop this in the refrigerator for till after supper. Okay, and then start doing your sides. And that's it. She would always make one of these when we came down to visit. Make sure you get everything covered. And if you have any left over, you can put it on the top. And this is my Aunt Chrissy's yellow cake with chocolate icing. Then if you have any left, I don't have much left, just plop it on the top. Might as well use it up. Okay, spread that around. Put this in the refrigerator. Let it get hard. And that's it. And there it is, yellow cake with chocolate icing. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please subscribe, like, and share. And I'll be back tomorrow with something else new.